I am not the kind of girl who should be rudely barging in on a white veil occasion, but you are not the kind of boy who should be marrying the wrong girl. So don't say yes, run away now. I'll meet you when you're out of the church at the back door. Don't wait to say a single vow. You need to hear me out, and they said speak now. Hello everyone, my name is Gabby Tan, and Speak Now by Taylor Swift was the first song I ever performed live with my guitar. I learned this song for the 5th grade talent show, which was honestly the most important event of my 11-year-old's career. This talent show is how you left your mark at your elementary school. It was the place that had hosted you from being just an itty-bitty toddler to a fully fledged, capable, and independent preteen. But in all honesty, it is one of my most favorite memories. This was the sole event that started off my solo music performance career. And obviously, somehow, I thought it was a good idea to choose a song about singing objecting at a wedding. Don't know where that idea came from. However, ever since I knew about this talent show, I always knew that I wanted to sing at it. Before the talent show, I'd been singing for my entire life. It's a passion that's been instilled in me from my family. I would sing with my family during karaoke nights, I would sing in choirs, and my personal favorite, I would sing at the concerts I would perform every single night in my shower. Before, I would always need an accompanist to go up with me, because you can't honestly just do a cappella all the time. But for the 5th grade talent show, I didn't really feel like sharing the spotlight. I wanted this to be my own big break as a solo artist. So this just inspired me to make the decision to learn guitar. It was decided. The only issue about this was that auditions, which are live and in front of your entire class, took place in about 2 weeks. And I had never in my life picked up a guitar before this. Most sane people would not try to learn a brand new instrument within 2 weeks of a live audition. My parents were a nervous wreck. They tried to stop me. My friends were even like, "You sure about this? Like, who's even gonna teach you within 2 weeks?" As an optimistic kid, I didn't know. I was just excited to try something new. So I did what I think most kids would do in this type of situation where they don't know anything. I looked it up on the internet. I typed in, "How do you play Speak Now" by Taylor Swift on guitar? Little did I know that this was the first time I would be doing this for 7 more years of my life. Technology has become my secret weapon to performing live. Music is most definitely an integrated part in moving towards a technological world. When I was asked to speak about technology today, I thought, well, crap, I actually don't know anything about technology. Tell me how to run a computer program? I would not know anything. Tell me how to program some sort of video game? Wouldn't know anything. But what I do know is that technology has impacted me in ways I could never have imagined when I was a 5th grader. It has opened an entirely new world for me in terms of music, and that's something that I'm going to be forever grateful for. For the past 7 years that I've played guitar, I've been completely self-taught. Never once have I ever gone to an instructor. Maybe some friends have helped me along the way, but I've never professionally gone for help. And that seems like a daunting task when you think about it. But honestly, it's not. It's really deceptively easy. As my fellow musicians in the room may know, it's so much easier to use the internet to find chords, to learn new riffs, to learn progressions. Everything just becomes so much simpler when you break it down to your own pace. You can look up the chords online, you look for YouTube tutorials, and you watch them over and over and over again until you feel like you've got it, until you have it right. Technology, in this case, has been a blessing. Learning music has become easier than it ever has been before, and the amount of apps that there are for almost anything is insane. You need a tuner? There's an app for that. Do you need a metronome? There's an app for that. Do you need a place to store all your guitar chords? There's an app for that. The self-teaching process has become completely malleable. You can make whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, and you can learn at the pace that you want. Another thing about it is that it forces you to be creative. When you're sitting down staring at the chords on the screen and you haven't heard it or seen the piece before, your mind is forced to make an assumption or guess how it would sound, and you usually base what happens after that off of that. What I will say about the self-teaching process is that it can be really, really, really hard to stay motivated. The motivation, dedication, and natural curiosity that this kind of learning requires is immense. You can't exactly just fly by it like you can in some classes at school because you're not getting graded. You're the person grading yourself. And that feeling of not being able to accomplish what you want can sometimes be the most detrimental of them all. So the way that I've stayed motivated these past couple years, as Jay has mentioned, is through performances, which in my world are just deadlines. I'm involved in Coffeehouse, which is a student-led group at the high school, and we put on 3 live performances every year where we host an entire audition process, and then we let those kids come up on stage with a full stage and light setup, and they get to do whatever they want, within reason, of course. So this Coffeehouse club launched my performing career in 9th grade. I came up all alone, and I decided, no, I'm gonna do this. I don't care if it's weird that I'm a 9th grader trying something new. I'm gonna go for it. And it's been my favorite experience at the high school ever since. I've done it every single year, countless performances. Coffeehouse forces me to keep learning and try new things. So most recently, the last show was in May, and I performed a song with my acoustic guitar and one of my bands. I was really, really, really excited for the song because it's a classic, it's an artist that most people love, and if I'm going to be honest, it's a little bit challenging. It sits in a weird place in my voice, and you have to work with your band to get the timing right with each other. I had to watch several videos, use metronomes, actually practice with my band for once. But this entirely new experience allowed me to make it my own. I had to learn to adapt to the song, and it forced me to be creative in ways that a song easily tailored to my voice doesn't. So I was thinking about this most recent performance, and I realized that this song builds up in a really, really nice way. The way that it builds up is super slow in the beginning, and then it's got a very relaxed vibe throughout the whole thing, until the end, where you are allowed to get a bit more experimental and do whatever you want. And I understand that that's a little bit hard to comprehend with me just saying that, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This is Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel. Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. I don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. Don't go changing to try and please me. Don't change the color of your hair. Always have my unspoken passion. I'll take you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always say till you believe in me the way that I believe in you. I said I love you, and that's forever. And this I promise from the heart. I couldn't love you any better. I love you just the way you are. So once you get to a point where you're just sort of feeling the chords and you're not necessarily thinking about what you have to play next, it's the perfect time to experience with the song and make it your own. So that's what I'm going to try to do right now. I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. Whoa, I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. If there's one thing I want you to take away from my speech today, it's that you should know that you have resources. If there's something that you've always wanted to try, go for it. You never know where you might end up because of it. Thank you.